I'll do our intro if I even know how.
Oh, yeah. We have lines. Okay.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Off Script. It's been 7 years.
It's been so long that I genuinely forgot how to turn on my microphone before this. I forgot how to talk. I don't even know what we're doing.
I don't either. I kind of forgot how we podcast, which good news. We're not going to do any of that anyways. We're just going to talk
This is just a
for a
talking
solid hour.
Just a talking episode, catching up. I feel like we've both lived 7,000 lives since we last had a proper catch up, and you and I haven't really talked that much outside of this. Like,
which
a few
I'm
texts.
kind of glad, like, we have so much to catch up on because, well, in both of us, I think we're scared to talk to the other one because we don't want to say anything. We want to save it for this. So we've sent a few reels here and there.
Yep.
So that's really been our only communication that's happened.
Yeah. I haven't heard any of your stories. You're like fully opened running a business.
Yeah.
How's everything going? Are you surviving?
It's good. I'm barely still alive, but I'm barely breathing. I'm trying to get girls to work in there. I've had interest. I've had people come look at it. There's a lot of like things that could be really good that are about to happen or could end up not happening. I'm in the very weird, like early stages of limbo. I also just got back from church camp on Saturday, and I don't know if I'm sure a lot of our listeners being from Oklahoma have at one point gone to a church camp. And for those that haven't, you're really slumming it for a week. You're on bunk beds.
It's camp.
You're in survival mode, and the cabins that you stay in at these camps are old. I also think, I was being crazy and silly with them kids. So I think that helped.
I'm sure there was a lot of yelling,
go a little bit
and giggling.
There was yelling and giggling, and also, shocker, there was some karaoke nights that I
can imagine. Becca loves the karaoke. If you know Becca at all, you know.
I had to. So we did it 2 nights in a row, and that third night, there was part of me that like really wanted to do it again, and there was part of me that was like, no, you need to. Not necessarily that, but like, who wants to sit and listen to the same person?
It was humility that made you. Interesting. Okay.
I was like, I need to calm myself down because as much as I personally love these moments of we're bringing out High School Musical, and me and another girl were doing it, like we were doing it together. And so like the High School Musical, I gotta go my own way. What about us? Like we were going like back and forth. We were having a good time, but I think we both knew that it was time to be done. So my voice was struggling due to mold, due to yelling, and due to karaoke. So I'm a little bit of Phoebe with my sticky shoes, and
it's your sexy voice.
Yeah, it's raspy.
Sticky shoes.
Did you watched a little bit of One Tree Hill, right?
Yeah, I've seen like the first season.
I feel like Brooke always had that like raspy, cool girl voice, and like that's just kind of how I feel right now.
Okay.
I know it'll leave me soon, but I like it for now.
Sounds cool.
But yeah, that's one small thing that happened during our hiatus was me going to church camp. Emily had quite the travels. I need to hear 1, how was it? 2, are you okay medically?
Yes.
And 3, I don't know. I can't say it.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. You can cut it if I don't.
1, 2, 3, a hard launch.
Oh yes, yeah, you can leave it in. It's fine. I hard launched. I mean, trip abroad.
Okay, so let me circle back. 1, I don't remember what I said. 2, I don't remember what I said. And 3, a hard launch.
Yeah. There was a hard launch since we've been away. I don't know. Should we just?
I want to
say goodbye to Loverboy. Patty is his name. Goodbye to Loverboy. Did you notice that the song I did on the hard launch was Loverboy?
No, I didn't. I didn't have
I
sound
did
on.
it for you.
I
You're
didn't have
the
sound on.
person that I did it for you and for him, and neither one of you noticed that. It was such a weird song for me to do.
Where was I at? Because I remember looking at it and I showed it to Tyler. I wonder if I was in the car when it happened. And so my phone just like connects to
Well,
the
I feel like
car.
all of my Instagram, I love putting a song on it, and I usually have very retro sounding, like, 50s and 60s music. But I did like Queen Loverboy on this one, which totally does not match my vibe of the rest of the feed. I did it specifically so you and him would laugh, and neither of you noticed it.
Well, we did determine on our last episode, Patty and I did have a moment where we were both talking about High School Musical and we were both doing this at the same time while both eating Chick-fil-A. And so I feel like that's really, that tracks for both of us to have missed the one thing that you were trying to show us.
It's okay though. It's fine. So it was a good song. I like Queen anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, trip was great. Also, eventually we have to circle back because you also have had your Disney trip since we've been away, so we can recap that. Can you hear the squeaking?
I can.
Okay, 1 second. Let me.
So sad.
He can have them back after. Just put them in the cabinet up there. You have other toys that don't squeak.
But I wanted that one.
Okay.
So let's start at the beginning of the trip.
I don't know. I tried to go through a little bit and think of funny stories to tell because there's just no way to possibly talk about all of it in a consumable format that's about an hour. I went to France for a while with some loyal listeners, Heather and Sarah.
Hey guys, I was having major FOMO because I was seeing all 3 stories. If you guys were tagged in it, I was seeing it 3 times. I'm like, that's rude. I'm seeing it 3 separate times.
It was a fun, girly trip with a lot packed in there. So we were there for 12 days. We started in Paris, which was, it's Paris. It was so fun. So many iconic things to do. It was fast because, we landed. We didn't really give ourselves time to chill at all in Paris. It was just like nonstop going, which was great because we fit in so many of the like iconic things when you're there. We had a picnic in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm. That was the main story that was shared betwixt the 3 of you.
It was a good photo. I took that.
And photo. that one hurt a little bit. Now, what didn't hurt was the fact that you had olives right in front of you.
I do love an olive though.
And I was like, I know, but that was one thing that wasn't making me jealous. That was the one thing that you did for me that was curing my jellyosity.
But you know what you would have been jealous about at this picnic?
Was there a cheesecake?
No, we didn't have cheesecake. That would have been great. No, we had the best butter I've ever had in my whole life. Like all of us still are like every time I've seen them once, twice, I don't know, since getting back, and would just we're like, do you guys remember that butter? Like it was so good. It was this, really
fluffy.
It was very, very thick, very rich, and it had salt crystals in it. It was so good. And we just like got all this, I don't know, like bread and radishes, and we're just dipping it in the butter. And, it was so good.
Well, whenever we go back, we'll get some butter.
Yes. Yeah, that was fantastic. Okay, I'll tell like a few stories throughout, and I'll keep you updated on my medical journey. I'll preface by I'm fine. But at Paris, everything's cool. No issues have come to light yet. We're just, it's 20,000 step days. Also, it's hot. I don't know if you saw the news while I was in France, but they were having like record-breaking, never before seen heat waves across Europe, and like people were dying.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, like very, very, elderly people, because there's just no AC anywhere. So it's temperatures, I would say it was probably in the like 90s in Paris, which, coming from Oklahoma, you think that doesn't sound that hot.
No, it's hot.
But there's no AC. I mean, I grew up in much hotter environment, but there's no AC, and the city just holds it, So it was a little much, but not unbearable. After Paris, We made our way down to Lyon for a night. So we're going south. We were only there for one night. It was cute. Just like a little
Cute little
small little village. I don't even remember what we did there. We didn't do a ton because we were so exhausted from going nonstop in Paris. And then we started transitioning to the more relaxing part of the trip. Then we went to Avignon for a couple of nights. Now, we decided Avignon because it's just a small, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Middle-aged. What's the word I'm looking for? Medieval.
Middle-aged. People in their like 30s to 40s.
Anyway, it's an old town, so everything's very pretty. At this point, it does start to become a little bit harder not to speak French. In Paris, everybody spoke English to us, and it wasn't a big deal. At this point, it's a little hard. I got very good at saying only English. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's like the only French I got. But
you should start watching Fancy Nancy because she speaks in French often. I've learned.
I have
Reese has learned
phrases, but
s'il vous plaît.
I got that one. But the problem is, if I say anything to anybody in French there,
they'll start speaking more
they
French.
speak it. No. They speak back in English. They're like, don't try. If they speak English, they're just like, don't try. And if they speak French and I started to try to speak it, they would just look at me like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you sound like that?
You are saying it wrong.
Yeah. Not the most forgiving of pronunciation, the French. But actually, people overall, very nice. I had like a couple of instances where people were funny, but mostly nice. Didn't fall into the stereotype of people being rude to us, which I feel like everybody warned me that for France, but I didn't have a ton of it. Okay, wait. When we were in Avignon, we didn't know this was going on, but there's this huge performing arts festival going on in the city. Now, this is a tiny little village, and there are thousands of people just walking the streets in like crazy avant-garde costumes. Like there's Shakespeare costumes, and then there's people with like big pink disco ball type things and feathers, and they're just walking through the streets. There's mimes, and they're just walking around, and we don't understand what's happening. Like we've just booked this. Like, is this town just
weird?
Anyway,
are they just different over here?
So Heather had looked it up and found out it's like the biggest performing arts festival in Europe, I guess. And there were every night you go to the like town square, and we're sitting and having dinner, and all of these people run up to you because you're sitting outside, and they try to pitch you their show because they want you to come and see their show later. Of course, they're all speaking French. So it's just people in like mime clown costumes running up to me and like speaking French, trying to get us to come to see their show. And we're just sitting there like, I don't know what you're saying. And I also can't.
Looking at you.
It's like,
you look kind of crazy.
I can't come to your show. Which I would have liked to go see, a show. That would have been fun, but like we're not going to understand anything they're saying. So we didn't do that. So that was just kind of funny. It would have been interesting to see what that town is like on a normal day, because we kind of booked it because it was smaller and slower, and then it was just like
crazy
packed the whole time.
Right.
But it was cool
to see.
You
thought it was going to be like a quaint little place to be, and then
Yeah.
it was really busy.
Yeah. But it was a unique experience.
One brief moment. I feel like my blood sugar is low and I'm getting really shaky, so Tyler just brought me some chocolate. I said I'm getting a little like wild over here.
Oh yeah.
But continue.
Something. Oh, I want chocolate.
I'm also on my period, so
you need the chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this was a funny side quest from Avignon. So the whole point of originally booking this trip started with the idea of seeing the lavender fields in the south of France, the famous lavender fields. So we booked this, 9-hour-long tour where they drive us around the countryside, and we stop in different villages and get lunch and shop, and you go through the lavender fields. So there are no lavender fields because of the heat. They cut everything way early this year, so there's literally none. We're just driving through like harvested
Empty
fields.
pasture.
It was still pretty. We still saw some great villages. We just did have a laugh about like, wow, this is why we took this trip. And there are no lavender fields.
So
But-
what I'm hearing is if I were to ever go there, go in like the spring, potentially.
Well, I mean, the lavender harvesting time is like June and July. This has just kind of been a crazy year for heat. So they harvested it early. Yeah, I would think if you're going to the city, go a little earlier to avoid the heat. It really wasn't that bad. Like, it didn't make us have a bad time. Just be prepared to be hot. And sweaty. Like, you're just kind of gonna, like, your makeup's gonna be sweaty and smudged all the time if you're going in the summer. But it was really great. I mean, the cities are alive at summer. Everybody's outside at night, which is fun.
Yeah, because they want to, which I guess if there's no AC, they don't want to be inside during the day, but you really want to be outside at nighttime whenever it cools off.
Yeah. And I just love European cities for that. Like, everybody, they go out and everybody sits on the patio and I don't know, it's very communal kind of culture. But after Avignon, we went to my favorite segment of the France trip was we went to Nice, which is right on the coast.
Oh, I thought you were in Nice.
Pronounced Nice.
Wow. I said, yeah, I'm always in Nice.
You know, it's funny. Both my dad and Patty texted me when I was there. Is it nice where you're at? With a winky kind of face. Was like, what are you guys doing? Both of you? Same thing?
That's funny.
It was funny.
Because I have the same thought.
It's a good joke. You know, it's there.
So it's Nice.
It's Nice. Yeah, Nice was beautiful. I mean, I love a boat. I love the water.
Yeah.
It was so nice. My favorite day.
It was nice.
And it started to get a little cooler by this point because we're at the coast. So you're getting like
the sea
nice breeze. And we had significantly less booked for this portion. We were there for 4 days and it was mostly just chilling.
Hanging out.
Which was great. We had one full day wine tour, which was its own journey. Wow, I drank a lot of wine. I mean, I drank a lot of wine the whole trip, but this day specifically, because you go
Were you okay?
I was fine. I was like silly. You know, I wasn't like sick or anything. But we go to 3 different wineries on this day, and you're in a van. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us total. So our group of 3, 2 couples, and then one like older gentleman that was there by himself who was life of the party.
You got to be if you're going to be by yourself.
He was hilarious. But so it was kind of one of those days where you start out, it's in the morning, and then our driver was also there and our guide. We get in the van, we drive to one of the wineries and everybody's pretty quiet, like nobody's talking. And then we go through one round of wine tasting, which is about like
so where are you from?
4 or I don't know, 3 to 4 glasses of wine. Like they weren't tiny little taste things. And the guy brings out, have you ever done a wine tasting anywhere or like at a winery?
No, I've done like a flight at a place, but I haven't done like
go somewhere
like,
and
talking to me about it or anything.
You would like it. I think you should do one sometime. Anyway, you go and they have like the spitter where like you can pour out the rest of your wine if you don't want to drink it all. But the guy brought it out and he was funny. He goes, okay, well, 90% of you are Americans, so you're not going to be using this today. The Americans always drink all of the wine because it's kind of intended that you like taste it because you're getting so many different wines. But yeah, I did drink most of them. But by the end of the first winery, everybody's chatting, everybody's giggly, you get to know each other, and then you just spend kind of the whole day together. Walk into these different wineries, we get lunch, and by the end of it, we're like, oh, we're friends. Like, I don't know. It was a fun day. And then a different day, we had a boat day. We rented like spots on a little speedboat type thing that took us out, and we went snorkeling, which you remember from Mexico.
Yes, you enjoyed
I loved a lot. So fun. The driver of the boat was playing like Eminem. Like it was just the best day.
No, that's actually, I would have liked that snorkeling trip. I would have said, I'll be on the boat. You guys have fun.
It was a good vibe. It was the kind of boat I've never really seen these before, but the seats are kind of like saddles. Like you sit legs over it and hold on. It was really fun. Like
I've seen like whenever you're at the beach in Florida and they're like, you can go ride the hot dog being pulled behind a jet ski.
no, yeah, it wasn't that. Like it was a full boat. There were just seats in it, but it was like rows of seats, kind of like Vikings. You know, like we looked like we were Vikings, but we were sitting on a saddle
Okay.
and we were in lines like that. You know what I mean?
There were that many of you on this boat?
Yeah, there were probably like 15 people,
Okay.
16. I don't know. We didn't talk to other people that day as much because we were like on the boats,
And
loud,
you're doing your
dancing to Eminem, and then I'm snorkeling. And anyway, that was fun. I'm trying to remember what else we did in Nice.
You haven't told me why you were unwell.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
I'm like waiting for you to like get to the point why your
Sorry.
legs were elevated.
Sorry, I blocked it out. I was really trying to stay positive about this. This happened in Avignon. My ankles started swelling, and at first it was like, oh, it's hot. I've been walking a lot. It's not a huge deal. I didn't even bring it up for a little while, and then it got to a point where I think it was Sarah was like, Emily. Yeah, they started getting to the point where like I was wearing these like not wicker, like woven sandals is what I wore the whole trip. They were like, here's the sandal, here's my ankle, like ballooning up my feet. It was a little concerning. I wasn't in pain, but they were alarmingly large. And so we were trying to decide at what point do I need to go to a hospital in a foreign country, in a tiny town, because we're not in Paris anymore. Paris would have been much easier. We're in like Avignon with the mimes, and nobody speaks English. So yeah, I elevated them. Heather had these like ice compression things.
I saw that. Yeah, you had them around your ankle.
Like they wrapped them for me. I elevated. We sought ice in which trying to get ice is difficult.
That's my one thing. Like I've talked about it often. Like I'd love to go travel and do all this stuff. I like a cold drink.
It's not as hard to get it in most larger cities at a restaurant now. I think like you can find ice. But if you're going out, like we were in pretty like rural, small France. And I wanted like a bag of ice because I wanted to put my feet in like an ice bucket. So we found at one of the markets, they didn't have bags of ice. They sold blocks of ice. So I bought an ice block and then was like running home with it.
But it melt.
It did melt quite a bit, but it still had some back. And I'm trying to break the ice up. Anyway, it was a lot of laughing amongst the group. Like I think I brought some entertainment, and it didn't end up being a huge deal because I mean they stayed swollen for the rest of the trip, honestly, until I was like midway through Ireland. Did they go down enough that I could actually put my cute shoes on?
Your cute shoes? I'm going to go to your Instagram and zoom in on your ankles.
The photo I posted, it's when they're wrapped and they've gone down a little bit. I didn't want to post the actual photo because it's kind of alarming with the feet. But anyway, it ended up
free feet pics.
Yeah, I mean, no, my feet are definitely in the pic. They're wrapped. Ended up being okay. I just took it easy on them for a couple of days, and then by the time we got to the coast, they started feeling better.
It's okay.
I can show it. I don't care.
Okay, well, here's Emily. Here is her moment that she is talking about. She is wrapped up, but don't stop her with the wine. Oh, no. Yeah, no, there's wine. That's wine in her hand. Can't stop a good time.
It was a funny group moment of I'm laying on the couch, like backwards with my feet up, and they have brought me wine and charcuterie board and are like
cantaloupe
feeding me.
Did you eat lots of prosciutto and cantaloupe?
I didn't actually eat prosciutto on cantaloupe. That's more Italian. But I did eat cantaloupe that one day, and I ate a lot of prosciutto the whole time. But yeah,
well, then I just scrolled to your next post. So let's get to the second half of your trip.
Sorry, I feel like all of this is me talking. We'll go back to it. Okay. The second half of the trip was I went to Ireland, met Patty.
With her boyfriend.
That was a fun moment of like, I flew in, I got to the Dublin airport first. He had a few issues getting in, so I was waiting for a little while. And then like, I don't know, meeting each other in the airport was kind of fun. It was like,
Yeah.
because I'd been gone. I'd been gone for like almost 2 weeks at that point. And then we went over to where he's from, met the family.
Because Patty's Irish.
I mean, the name.
But just for anyone who's not picking it up,
Paddy with
T-
DDY, not
Yep.
TTY, as the woman would be.
Anyways, back to your trip. Emily's dating an Irish man.
Yeah. Went to his little village where he grew up. Tiny, beautiful. You saw the photos there. Like, that was literally his backyard.
Yeah. There was a
Incredible
cow,
place.
right?
No, I didn't post any cows. There was a donkey and a couple horses.
Donkey.
Not his, but around his house. Yeah, I don't know. It was just very, very nice, especially after 2 weeks of just kind of going nonstop. Like, this was relax. We were at his family's house for a couple of days, which is very nice. And then we went into Galway for a night where he went to college. And I'd been there before, but so I knew some of the places, but we had like a night out. It's a big night out. It was really fun because every bar you go to kind of has music and dancing, but like live music, you know.
Oh, fun.
Like, yeah. So we did that, ate a lot of food, and then I was a little hungover the next morning because we were like, oh, we're only here one night. And it was like his college town. So we tried to like go to all the bars.
Go take it all in. Do it all.
Split the G.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I only did it once though. I kept trying. I only successfully did it one time.
I couldn't remember I knew it was like you were supposed to get down to the words.
Yeah, halfway through, like the line halfway through the G in Guinness in your first sip.
Yeah, your first drink.
Like a third of the beer.
There's a girl who bakes sourdough. Gigi, do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
On Instagram. Anyways, she's kind of funny, but then she also does sourdough. So I watch her stuff for recipes. And there was one night where she was having a Guinness and she was like, she did it. And then she drank the rest of it and she's like, let's see if I can do it again. Pours another one. I'm like, I forget what they're trying to do here. Like, I know there's a goal and it has to do with the letters.
Split the G. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time. It's hard to do here a lot of times too because they don't have the real Guinness glasses, so they'll be slightly different shaped glasses, and then it's at a different point. So even if you know how many gulps it should be, if the glass is different, it's in a different spot.
At one point in my life, I should try to do it. I don't even think I've ever had a Guinness.
What?
You told me. Also, while I was in Florida, there was a place, it was called Patty's.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I go?
Yeah. Okay, when you come to visit me here at some point in the future, we'll go to the Irish bar.
We need to circle back to that.
We'll have a Guinness and we'll split the G.
We need to circle back to planning.
Yeah. We will. We'll get something planned.
Yeah. But anyways, Emily went across the pond and went and visited all kinds of places.
I have one more little tidbit that I've been waiting to tell you because it was the pertinent part to you. After that night out of,
you saw Luke Combs?
No.
Because he was there.
Okay, that is a part of my story.
Oh.
But no, I didn't see him. I was like, wait, did I tell you? We went. The whole reason the trip happened is because his friend was getting married. So we went to over to a different part of the country and stayed there for a couple of days for the wedding because the weddings are 2 days long and intense.
Crazy.
Anyway, that was really fun also. But the couple that got married, they weren't doing a full honeymoon right now because they're like moving houses and got a lot going on. So their honeymoon was they went to the Luke Combs concert and had like an overnight there until they do their big trip.
Love that.
Becca's gonna love this. I was shocked. They all love him. Like they were all. I was like, I didn't even know who he is. Just funny.
He's a good guy. So it's funny. I was looking at social media, just at stories, and Luke Combs' wife shared like where his concert was at. I was like, I need to see if this is close to where Emily is.
Anyway, that was long, great trip. No notes. Long time to be traveling, but overall, like all of it was wonderful.
Yeah,
it's great.
And we had a hard lunch at the end of it. I was texting Emily because Patty was posting on his stories. And I'm like,
I
Emily,
know.
he is launching and you're
I was
still
waiting.
posting the back of his head or his arm or the stupid stuff.
I wanted a photo in our outfits we were wearing to the wedding. He looked good, didn't he? Like, that was a good
It looked
suit.
nice. Yes.
He looked very nice. We looked good together.
He
like,
was very nice.
They were coordinated, and because that was a little bit of an out there suit, I think.
I like it. I
for
like
him.
brown. Because it's brown, right?
It was like a brown tweed.
Like tweed, yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it looked great. My dress was brown. So I was waiting for that photo because I knew we were going to look good. And that's the photo I wanted to post.
So good. I'm just scrolling through the pictures again. I've done it 3 times since you started this story. I just keep going to your Instagram and
looking. It's like
looking
a
at it.
visual guide to my stories.
I know. Well, I'm so glad you had a fun trip. My FOMO was real, but pretty soon we're gonna plan a pod goes abroad. We're gonna figure something out with this because we're going.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll switch over to my updates and my life. Okay, so when was our last podcast? It was the Tuesday before we left for Disney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, I mean, it was well over a month ago. I actually know that it's right at a month ago because on my trip to Florida, I got my period and then I started my period yesterday. So we have had a full cycle. So all the podcast listeners, if you would like to know how long my cycle lasts, just go look it up.
Riveting information.
Yeah. So anyways, we drove to Florida. We drove to Orlando, which was treacherous because shockingly, our whole drive there and our whole drive home, neither one of my kids looked at a screen the entire time. I'm shocked.
That is impressive.
Mainly because I low-key forgot to charge the iPad and didn't even bring it. But I did put a lot of toys and books and sticker things and little activities in the little box that sat between them so they could both just reach in and grab things to get out. They had plenty of snacks. Reese did have the Tony boxes. And I had my headphones and she could plug it into the Tony box and listen to the stories and the songs for that stuff. So she was well entertained. We stopped. I don't even know where we got to because we left Saturday mid-morning. I don't know where we even stopped Saturday night. I know we got all the way through Atlanta for sure. I don't remember where we ended up, but woke up relatively early Sunday morning, drove into Orlando to the Disney properties. Reese was freaking out. We were seeing little Mickey Mouse ears everywhere. She was like, I see Mickey's head. I see this. And the buses there all have characters on them. So she's like, oh, there's Donald, there's Daisy. She was loving it. So we get to the Disney resort that we're at. We get checked in, kind of settled. I wanted to go to the grocery store. We went to the outlet mall and walked around for a little bit, got some dinner. And then Monday morning, we woke up for our character meal where we got to go have breakfast with Mickey and Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, and Donald. Reese was really upset that Daisy was not there. I don't know why they excluded her from this.
Don't know. Maybe she's not as popular.
Maybe she's not. And I will say she didn't have as many buses as the other ones. So maybe that's it. But that in itself was the best thing ever because you just stay at your table and all the characters come over to you. And what's funny is this was the same exact place that I went to whenever I was in 4th grade and we went to Disney World, and it was the same hotel that it was at, same meal things happening, probably even relatively updated, but same photo spot to take a picture. That part was, I had the weirdest thing happen. So you had texted me and asked me, are you driving to Orlando? And I said, yes. And then I told you what had happened to me the night before. Yep. I'm not going to tell about it, but just know that I wasn't well. And then weirdly enough, I've never had this happen before. I got a canker sore on the top of my throat. The weirdest thing to ever happen. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a scratch turned canker sore or what, but I was like every day taking a picture and uploading it to ChatGPT, making sure like I didn't have like an actual problem going on. I couldn't barely eat food. It was hurting so bad. Like if I would like swallow my own like saliva wrong, it would like scratch it and hurt.
Well, it's miserable on a trip.
It was so bad. I was like, will I ever eat on this trip? Like, and I'm thinking of the latter half of our trip whenever we're going to be at the beach and I want to be wanting to eat a bunch of seafood. I'm like, will I even be able to enjoy this? So needless to say, the character meal wasn't cheap and it was a buffet and I barely got to eat anything. I was annoyed with that part. Neither one of my kids barely ate anything. Tyler, I made sure that he had at least 4 plates to at least
he had to make up
for it a little bit. But that was so fun. I was actually a little nervous that Reese was going to be scared of the characters because she's such a scaredy cat. She was running up to them and hugging them like I was just it made me my cheeks hurt. I was smiling so hard, like how happy she was. So we did that night. We went to Disney Springs. We were riding the free gondola thing for like 2 hours. Reese did not want to get off of it. We're like, we're killing time until bedtime, whatever. The next morning was Disney World. We went to Magic Kingdom. We got there early. And I know that you experienced French heat. I was experiencing Florida heat.
Which is also
miserable. They were
miserable.
telling us. So there was one point where I had taken Reese on one ride and Tyler was staying back with Tatum. And he, as he does, just starts talking to people. And he was talking to someone that was from Florida and they're like, no, this is unseasonably hot. Like this is normally like our August temps. And we were there in June. So we were thinking that we were going to get it a little bit before the like major heat. But we rode some rides. We ate some meals. We did leave for a portion of the day. We had to switch hotels for Tyler's Cal conference. So we had to go.
I do love how whenever you bring up Tyler, you just get a little bit more Southern.
Yeah, like, I have to. His cows. Got to bring it out a little bit.
Every time you mention him, you're like, Tyler.
I can't say like the cows.
No, I know.
I say the cows.
It's just funny.
But yeah, we had to switch for his cow conference, and it was actually worked out really well because we were only there, I want to say, from like 8:30 to 11:30. And when I tell you the sunburn and like sweat that I had already had just in those few hours. So whenever we got to the new hotel, I obviously I showered, I changed clothes, I laid down for a little while. The girls napped. Tyler, again, Mr. Social Butterfly, he was like, well, I think some people for the convention are showing up. I'm going to go downstairs to the lobby and like see if any of them are hanging out downstairs. He found some buddies down there. So he was just down there. We were at a large resort. So he was like roaming the resort, seeing what all was there, seeing where his meetings were going to have to be. I was horizontal, planning the food that I wanted to eat when we went back to the park later. Mm-hmm. And the second half of the day was whenever we had our fast passes for the ride. So the first part, we got there early because we were staying on Disney property so we could get in early, and we waited to go get on a ride.
Taking a rest in the middle of the day is probably, it's the genius
I could
move.
not have stayed there the entire day.
Just make your whole day miserable.
Yes. And it was so hot. Tatum did take a nap in that first portion of the day, and I had to go find a spot in the shade and hold a fan on her, and she was still sweating. Like it was so hot. So taking a break in the portion, or doing a little bit of stuff in the morning, taking a break, and then going back. And really that 5 o'clock-ish time is really hot during the day. So knowing that we could quickly get on rides was really nice as well. We weren't having to stand in line. We had 3 fast passes, and then Reese met Cinderella and Tiana, which she loves the Green Princess. So she was living it up, having a great time meeting them. We did ride, what did they even call it? The Little Mermaid. Is it just the Little Mermaid? Or
I don't even remember what it was be called.
Ariel's ride. Tatum, I think, loved it more than Reese did. Tatum was like clapping the entire ride. At Disney, it's very quick now. Like you have the app on your phone and you can order all kinds of everything on your phone and then you just walk up and it's ready. People that were standing in line for stuff, I'm like,
Just do the app.
have you all heard of this app? Because we were at Ariel's ride and I was just looking up the different food options. There was a lobster roll, not a hot lobster roll, but like a lobster slaw situation. But I was like, yep, that sounds good. Ordered it, walked over to the place. It was done, ready to go. I got some French fries with it. So good. Then that is whenever the sun started going down. We found our treats and our souvenirs. I'll show you up there. I got the silhouette cut out of the girls at Disney. Can you see them in the red?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can.
Yeah. That was my one souvenir that I wanted to get because I'm like, well, one, it's only $15 a silhouette. And so I got both. I got each side of them and both of them for $40.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. And it says Disney World on the bottom of them. But we got those. Reese picked out a little Ariel stuffed animal. I got a popcorn that has drizzled with popcorn, M&Ms or peanut M&Ms, cut up Snickers, and it's like caramel corn, and it's chocolate drizzle and like cookie pieces in there.
Oh,
that was the best thing ever. It's a giant thing of it. Got Reese a cake pop. And then the glow parade went by, and then we left. And when I say that I was still dripping sweat at 9:45 at night,
yeah,
it was still really hot. And then in that one day, I walked 17,000 steps. And I was like, I was at one place. I was at Disney World. Like it was one place. Like with you, if you're going to France, like you're going all over the place. You're doing all this stuff. I was just at one place.
Yeah, but you're just like, you're doing laps. You're going all over the place.
And at one point, I was just like pushing Tatum around so she would fall asleep. But then on Wednesday, we had, that was the day that Tyler had all of his meetings. So I DoorDashed McDonald's to our hotel room.
No shame.
And the girls and I just hung out. And we did try to go to the pool for a little while. Tatum wasn't having it. So Tyler actually came down and took Reese. Thursday, Tyler had a little bit of meetings in the morning, and then we actually loaded up and drove to Destin. And similar to what you were saying about like you had like really busy stuff at the beginning of your trip, and then it was like much more chill at the latter half. That's how it was for us at the beach. And I was like, man, I'm so glad we didn't do it like flip-flopped where we tried to go to the beach and then Disney at the end, because we did Disney. I had the rest day at the hotel, and then we just went to the beach and we were just hanging out and eating seafood.
That is
cool. It was so good. What?
Sorry, speaking of seafood, I remembered one story I got to tell you after this.
Oh, yeah.
But
After.
It's not a good story.
Oh, no. But yeah, it was really fun. Then we made it home. I'm trying to think of like, so that week we were gone. Then I was home for a couple of weeks. Then we went to church camp. There's been a lot of change in my life though too. We got a new car.
Oh, nice. Did you get rid of one?
Do what?
Did you get rid of one?
Kind of. So it was kind of, we played like musical chairs, kind of like Tyler's parents got a new car. We bought their car, and then the auction company bought our car. So it was just kind of like we all rotated. But yeah, I'm pretty cool. I have black rims on my car, so I'm pretty edgy and cool now.
She owns multiple businesses.
And I have black rims. I don't know what that is. Like, whenever you have black rims, I feel like you're just like edgy.
You're cool. You're cool. I know.
And then also today I got a new vacuum. So just a lot of new things for me.
I really need a new vacuum.
You know what you should do? You should, do you have Costco around there?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Bissell, but it's a cordless vacuum, and it comes with an extra battery, and it's on sale right now. Its sale price on Amazon right now is like, I think over $200, And at Costco, it was like 160 or 170. And compared to Dyson's that are like $600 for a cordless vacuum, and I'm really excited about it.
Vacuums are exciting. I need a new one because
And this one's for pets.
he
It
sheds
has
like
a dog on it. It's for pet hair.
That's why I got one. It was kind of a little bit cheaper one, I think, but it was for pet hair. I really don't remember how much it was. A few years ago. It still works fine. He just sheds an entire small
So
dog
much. Yeah.
every few days. So
That's
a
me.
lot.
Reese was like, "Is this to vacuum up pet hair?" And I was like, "No, Chip doesn't shed. This is to vacuum up mommy's hair." And when I say like I vacuumed downstairs and emptied the thing, there was so much of my hair.
Yeah.
I don't even have that much hair to lose.
I don't understand how he puts out that much hair, but
it was
very interesting to me. Our target audience will like this. They like vacuums. They're us.
I just thought it was such a good deal. Today was like the most productive day. I got up, which I got back on Saturday, but we picked the girls up on Sunday. And so I've been doing all of their laundry. I've been cleaning everything. I've been doing grocery restock. I had to go buy hair color for, my multiple businesses because I'm a business owner. And I got a new vacuum, and I was like insanely productive today. And the vacuum just like really put it over the top. And it was
a good day. It's a good day.
And it has a light on the front of it, so you can like see the stuff that you're vacuuming up. So that made me feel really even more gross, because normally I just don't see what I'm vacuuming up. I just hear it.
Yeah.
But this was like putting me on blast. Like, yeah, look at all of this.
That's so satisfying, though.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it's on big sale.
I'll look into it.
I was going to say one pop topic thing that I saw.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zendaya and Tom Holland are actually married.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said my wife.
To her as his wife. I like them.
My wife. I don't know. My wife would be good.
They're a great couple.
Yeah, I really like them. They're in the press just a super duper lot. Have you watched The Odyssey yet?
Not yet. I want to go see it. Have you?
No, but we were talking about it on book club on Saturday, and apparently it is like really, really loud.
That makes sense. For the kind of movie it is.
They're saying that it's like an insanely loud movie.
Oh, I mean, I don't like that. I really don't like very loud things. Maybe I'll bring these and I'll wear them during the movie.
Micah in book club, she was saying, she's like, I don't like loud noises, and she's like, I've heard this is her normal thing that she does for the movies. Sorry, Micah, if you end up listening to this, I'm putting you on blast. But she brings her noise canceling headphones, sets them to noise canceling, and then watches the movie. She was like, I told her, I said, you're gonna need to bring those and then put earmuffs on top.
Because that's a good note. I'll bring mine.
A different girl was sitting next to me, and she had just seen it, and she was like, no, it was actually, she was like with how loud it was.
Too much.
Yeah.
I probably won't go see it at IMAX. I mean, maybe I would, because I know that's like the movie where it's louder and you're supposed to see it at IMAX, but I always go to the Alamo here, where we went to see.
Is that the one where you eat?
Yeah, it's where we saw
Don't Worry, Darling.
Yeah.
And we were very confused.
Yeah.
Or not more confused, more just like,
it was a trip.
Harry Styles can look ugly.
Yeah. They really took them down a few notches. Okay, I do have to tell you this one. Like the seafood comment prompted me to remember to tell you this story. I did say I would tell it on the podcast also, because Heather and Sarah and I were cracking up about it. Unfortunate turn of events for me. This story ends with me. I think I fully cannot eat seafood anymore. Like, I don't think I can do it. It's tragic, I know, but I've had an issue with salmon for a few years. I now think it's all seafood. But
even oysters?
It's hard to say, because I've had oysters like in the last few months and I was fine. I did have oysters on this night as well as other seafood. So it's hard to say what it was. It's just been bad enough that I don't think it's worth the risk for me anymore. I think no seafood.
You think you
for the foreseeable future? Like, it's a no. But that's the end of the story. It started with we went out to dinner one night in Nice, and we'd kind of been doing this thing for all the cities we're in of like just taking turns. Like, you pick a restaurant tonight, you pick a restaurant the next night. This was my pick, and the whole time, this is pre-seafood realization, I'd been saying I want to have some really good seafood when we're in Nice because we're at the coast. Neither of them eat it at all. So I was just like, okay, I'll find somewhere that has seafood, but other things too. Yeah. So I picked this restaurant. It was like on the pier, overlooking at the boats. Good vibes. We walked over there. We it's the most comical restaurant experience. I feel like if they were making a sitcom sketch about trying to have dinner in France and like the stereotypes with that, it would be this dinner. So we get a seat and everything seems like it's going to be okay. Our waiter comes over. He's quite comical, but like he speaks English. But it was just very French. It's very like joking with us in a very you're stupid kind of way. and we were stupid. I was like, I understand. I'm stupid. I'm not speaking the language. I'm sorry. I'm really trying, but like, I just want to get some seafood. Also, we're in a very touristy area. So like there were a lot of people speaking lots of different languages around us. Anyway, I order my food. I would say like 30 to 45 minutes go by. We have some wine, we're chilling. Dinner takes a long time in France. Like that's not an abnormal amount of time.
Yeah.
He comes back by and he's got their food and he has this lasagna. Well, I had ordered seafood. And he's like, and your lasagna? Like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not what I ordered. He's like, lasagna? I was like, no, it's not what I ordered. And he said, oh, okay. And then he goes back and he goes, I'm so sorry, we're out of what I had ordered like 45 minutes ago. I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, lasagna? He brings the same lasagna back. I was like, no, I don't want the lasagna. Can I see the menu again and I'll pick something else? And he's like, so he brings me the menu back and a while goes by and I'm trying to like because you have to get their attention. They don't just come around to you. And I'm trying to be so polite about it, but I'm like, I'm ready. I have my order. And so he comes back by to take my order. And this time he says, don't worry, I found another serving of what I had ordered. Found another serving is a little confusing to me. I'm like, where was it? Like, I don't understand.
Is it the English that's messed up, or did you actually find
I was happy because it's what I really wanted. So I was like, oh, great. He was like, I'll bring it out, like 2 minutes tops. I was like, perfect. We're drinking our wine. They're like mostly done with their food by this time, but it's a good view. We're hanging out. It's a good view. So I'm like, cool. I'm gonna get what I wanted to eat. Like 2 hours is how long it takes. Like I'm not exaggerating, continually coming by every few minutes. And he's like, it's coming. And I'm like, and then at this point, something similar is happening to the table next to us. And it's these two British guys and they're laughing about it. And then we start having like some camaraderie about it. Like, what is happening? Because it's happening at every table around us. Like nobody has their right food. Also, during this time, he brings the lasagna out to a few more people. Like, did anybody want this lasagna that you didn't order? So I'm still like, it's funny because we're like having a bonding moment with these strangers. We're all laughing about it, but it was like 2.5-ish more. I don't even know exact time, at least that amount of time until finally my food does come out. And, in the US, if that had happened, it'd be like,
your meal's free.
Don't worry about it. Or like, I'm so sorry that happened. Literally nothing. He's just like, here you go. So I ate my meal. It was fine. It wasn't amazing, but it was fine. Whatever. And there's no discount. There's nothing. And at this point, we're like, okay, we just want to get out of here. Like, I just want to leave.
We're over it now. The vibes are not good anymore.
And we were still laughing about it, but it was like, this was pretty bad. Like, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And so, and also tipping culture is like not, you don't really tip in France. It's included in your meal price. And also they're just paid higher than waiters are here. So tipping is like, you can if it's exceptional, but most people you wouldn't. And also whenever you do tip, they ask you if you want to tip and you have to tell them. It's not like you can put it in. So it's kind of awkward. Anyway, we watched him. It took like a long time to get our check. Also, we asked for it a few times, and he was getting really irritated with us. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I just want to go. I've been here a long time, and it wasn't busy. Like, it wasn't like we were being a nuisance, and he just wasn't bringing us our bill. He brings the bill to the British guys next to us. He doesn't mention tipping to them. They pay, they leave, whatever. We have a laugh. But because we're American, everybody always knows
Americans tip
because it's the culture here, so they think they can get one out of us. And sometimes I would, like, if they were really nice.
If they were great and helpful and kind.
I'd tip a little, whatever. He does all of this. And also when he was checking the British guys out, he did say, he goes, well, now when you see the reviews online about bad service, you know it's not a lie. I was like, oh, what? Which I didn't even see those reviews. Anyway, he leaves, and then he brings over our bill finally, and he goes, would you like to tip? And Heather and Sarah both were kind of silent, and I said, no. No, I would not. He goes, okay. Just let me pay and get out of here.
Like, are you surprised, sir, that you don't, like, we don't want to?
I know.
You offered me old crusty lasagna about 4 times.
I wasn't rude, but like crazy. I know he only asked us because we're American. Like, he didn't ask the British guys if they wanted to tip. Yeah, I was just like, no, I don't.
Please let me leave.
Let me pay for my ridiculously overpriced food. Anyway, and then about 20 minutes later, we're trying to get home, and I was like,
things happen.
I'm not well. Now, hard to say if it's seafood or if I just got something bad at that restaurant, which does seem
they found
possible. Does seem possible I could have had something bad there. But anyway, that was.
What did you eat? What was it?
I had oysters for a starter, and then I had linguine vongole, which is like linguine pasta with clams in it. It's one like I've eaten it many times throughout the years, and it's very good. But I don't know. It's kind of set me on a path now of being unsure about seafood. I don't know if I want to risk it anymore for a while.
I will say oysters did mess me up the few times that I had them, which this was years ago. Whenever we were in Florida, I tried them for the first time, and I was vomiting later that night, and then I was like, I just like got hot in my sleep, because really I'm the type of person, like, the smallest of things could set me off. If I get overheated, like, I get sick. So I was like, maybe I just got hot in my sleep. Then fast forward a couple of days later, I tried them again, and I wasn't feeling well. Part of me wonders if it's like an oyster thing.
Well, but I've eaten oysters so many times, and I've never had issues with them. Now, it is easy to get a bad oyster.
That's
like
more,
it is really, it's really how they're prepared, and like this restaurant wasn't showing its best foot forward, so it's possible. And it looks nice. Like
I say persevere.
I'm just definitely not going to do it on trips or when I know I'm not just coming back to my quarters. Like, it's not something we can roll the dice with when we're out and about. Thank God we didn't have anything else going on that night, and it wasn't a super far trek home, because it was like, also that's just a fun, experience for a girls' trip where you're all sharing a bathroom. We bonded. It was just like, guys, I'm so sorry, but like,
I gotta go. See ya.
I'm gonna go through something.
Did you bring your matches?
It was fine. We had a big Airbnb. It wasn't a big deal, but
so funny.
It was fun.
Okay, so now that we're back to regular scheduled programming around here, are we gonna get back into our movie recaps?
Yeah, or I've been so out of touch with TV. I feel like there were a lot of shows that were going to be coming out that we talked about. Is anything on right now? Or
I'm currently watching Elle.
Oh, the Legally Blonde show?
Yeah. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I'm trying to think of any other shows.
Unless you had a movie
that I had heard
in mind.
No, I was just going to pull up the list that we had been looking at. I'm having to scroll to find it. Movies to recap. Okay, we did Bodyguard. Yeah, so the ones that we have left, which Practical Magic, which we're saving
For
until
fall.
we're almost there. It's almost August. Like we're
I
a hop, skip, and a
know.
jump away.
I need more summer though.
I don't. It's too hot. Oh my
It's
gosh.
so nice here.
It's miserable here.
I
It's
just feel like
so bad.
I miss like a month of like peak hiking, good weather, Denver. Like it's kind of sad, but it's okay. Go on.
Oh darn, you're
I
so
know.
sad. You were
Say,
like
all right.
gallivanting
That was
in your
a ridiculous thing to say.
Dumb.
For me.
For me, I miss being at home.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, 2 weeks notice while you were sleeping, father of the bride, and best friend's wedding.
Maybe Father of the Bride. I haven't seen that one, and like I don't even remember any of that movie.
Father of the bride.
Yeah, and let us know, guys, if there's something that's
Something
out that we should
right
be
now.
watching. I did really like off-campus type thing. Like it's short.
Did you ever finish it?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But that's a good, like, it's topical, it's short, it's not like a crazy amount of episodes. We can just binge it. That's a good
Yeah.
option.
I wonder the next season's coming out. There's a lot of drama with that show now. Like the what's her name, Allie, who I think her name was like Mila.
She's dating the New Zealand guy.
Yeah, but she like broke off her engagement, which
Oh.
from the videos that I saw of her interacting with her fiance, he seemed like a jerk.
Mm.
So probably good moves for her dating his
They seem
hot
very
famous
happy
guy.
that they were in Paris, I think, the photos that we saw.
Paris.
What
Yeah,
is that?
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
You wouldn't know.
Wouldn't. I'm sorry. Well, she got married. That was pop topic.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they got married. There's still no pictures. Annoying. Like, I'm sorry. Like gatekeeping your wedding photos whenever it's like you got married at Madison Square Garden. Like,
And
come
like
on.
every
Post one
famous
photo.
person in existence was at that wedding. Seems a little weird to me.
Post one photo. Like, just you, him, you're in your dress, one photo. It's not that hard.
It's probably coming with like a Vogue exclusive or something.
But normally those happen like
the day
within
after.
a week.
Yeah.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden, I go to New York City next weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That came up so quick.
But I'm also a little overwhelmed with my like short time frame of being there. So we're looking at free stuff to do and we're looking at quick stuff to do. So
it's next weekend.
We don't leave this Friday, but next Friday.
And it's just the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Friday, we leave Friday morning and we come back Monday. But the good thing is that there's direct flights from Tulsa, so it's like we're not spending a ton of time in the airport.
Yeah, that's nice. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun, and I'm excited for just a brief moment away, just me and Tyler, because vacation with your two children is not really vacation. It's just parenting in a different location.
Yeah,
and then going to church camp for a week. That's not a vacation either.
Yeah, you need it.
I'm excited. I was trying to look up, have you heard of the Din Tai Fung or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
I was looking those up. I can order. There's no reservations available, but I could like do it to go order. I really want to try it.
It's supposed to be great.
It's supposed to be great. I watched a video of some pretty Southern folks. He was like, dumplings. The only dumplings I know are of chicken and. And I was like, yeah, same, bro.
You've had dumplings.
I have, but and he was trying them. He goes, I think these might be better than chicken and.
It's about one of my favorite things to eat. Oh, it's making me hungry.
There were chocolate dumplings at the end
I've
that
heard.
they dipped into a sweet cream. Like, that sounds really good. I sent it to Tyler the other day and I said, would you eat at a place like this? He said, I don't know, what else do they have on the menu?
Yeah, dumplings is just like dough and meat.
Yeah, he's a little like gyoza and stuff like that. Like, I really like that. He doesn't. Like egg rolls, like whenever it's all mushed together inside of something, he doesn't like super love that. But they have like noodles and other things like that there. I think he would eat it. But the only problem is we would have to take it to go. And if it's not near our hotel, that might be inconvenient. We're
Yeah.
also staying near Grand Central Station, which I'm excited about because I do want to go there and pretend to be Gossip Girl for a brief moment
Go sit on the Met steps.
with my headband.
Mhm.
Oh, oh my gosh, I placed my first Newly order.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because
Wait, are you doing the monthly rental then?
Well, so I did it because it was also like $30 off for your first month, and I was like, I want some fun clothes to wear while we're in New York. So I did it, and I think it should be here tomorrow. So I'm
I hope
excited.
you
I'll
like
send
them.
you. I'll
It
send
was
you what I got.
it was such a fun I don't do it now, but like, I did for a while and it was so fun. You just
Well,
get
and
like
I like it because working in the salon, like a lot of my friends do it because you're in the salon, you want to wear cute clothes, but one, you don't want to like keep wearing the same like cute clothes all the time whenever you're there. And two, if you get color on it, Newly doesn't care.
yeah. It
And I'm
is
like,
nice that there's no like repercussions if something accidentally happens. Like,
yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. I'll report back, but I don't know if I'll keep it like for all the time, but I'm excited. The deal on it really got me. And then the fact that I'm going on a trip, I was like, I want to have some fun clothes to wear there, but I don't want to like buy a whole new wardrobe. So,
smart.
yeah,
It's really like you're saving money.
literally.
Scroll math.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay, I have to remember my line. I don't
okay.
even how do I even start it? Thanks for chatting. What do I say? Like, we'll see you next time? That's how I start it, right? We'll
I think that's, I don't know.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Same time, same place. End your week going off script. Crushed it.